changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War, and its consumption of life, has become a well-oiled machine. War has changed. ID tag soldiers carry ID tagged weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities. Genetic control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control. Has changed. The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history. War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
Snake, we've got to go. You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Otacon. The test results.
The wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. but none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So?
Well, judging by how rapidly the aging has progressed, I'd say...
A year at best, right?
Yeah. Snake, let's try another doctor.
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary man to begin with. Not to mention Fox die.
You're right. But we don't know where Naomi is.
Naomi.
Ah, Snake.
Colonel. Good to see you.
Well, I'm not a colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Snake, I came across some information in my work.
Huh?
We found him. In the Middle East.
What?
It's me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Huh? Otacon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear Mark II.
Metal Gear.
But this gear's not a weapon. It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
Where are you?
I'm in the Nomad. Where else?
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. Voila.
You're not with the militia, and you're not PMC.
I'm a weapons wholesaler. All shapes, all sizes. But there's no need to worry, because all my shit's been laundered.
Laundered?
You see, I take ID guns like the PMCs use and make some mods. Then you can use them without having to match IDs. In other words, I'm a gun launderer. You can call me Drebin.
Drebin?
Yeah, they use that for all of us.
There are more of you.
All over the world. Not that I ever met any of them personally. Me, I'm Drebin number 893. To ensure you can use non-ID guns, I'm gonna have to suppress the old nanomachines you got in you. Otherwise, they'll interfere with the system. Here, stick yourself with this. It's full of suppressor nanomachines. Relax, it won't hurt. You're scared of needles or something? See? No sweat. Now you can use non-ID guns, no problem.
Drop your weapon!
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
Careful, I'm no rookie. I'm a 10-year vet.
How the hell did you ever survive 10 years?
Don't move!
Fox.
Snake.
Meryl.
Is that you? What happened to your face?
Accelerated aging. They don't know the cause.
Oh my god.
Meryl, you're my informant in the U.S. military.
And you must be the inspector, somebody. It's been 4 days since Liquid arrived in the area. I know he's plotting an insurrection. But as long as AT Security's system is in place, there's no way he'll succeed.
How can you be so sure?
They've implemented a system that monitors in real time every single soldier engaged in combat action, whether he's State Army or PMC. Each individual soldier has been fully ID tagged with nanomachines injected into their bodies for that purpose.
And the Patriots are behind this.
Lalilulelo, what are you talking about?
Never mind. So this system is foolproof, huh?
Completely. They call it SOP.
Sons of the Patriots.
The AI that controls it is a tightly guarded secret, both at Arms Tech Security, where it was developed, and at the Pentagon. There's no way a third party could get control of it.
I just met a guy who said he can launder ID guns. The system does have holes.
There can't be more than a few hundred of those gun launderers. It's just a grassroots movement. It's not like they can affect the entire PMC war machine. Anyway, Liquid would have had to register as a PMC in the system to assemble an army that massive. His PMCs might even exceed the US military in terms of numbers, but as long as they're registered, their soldiers' activities are constantly being monitored. So long as the US responds immediately when Liquid makes his move, we can take them down by force.
By force, huh?
When we reported that we'd found Liquid, our superiors ordered us to provide the UN investigators with intel. But I didn't know it'd be you.
Didn't the Colonel tell you he was sending me?
Colonel? Don't tell me it's Campbell!
Yeah.
He put you up to this?
You didn't know.
You've gotta be kidding! You expect me to work with my uncle?
Then, why are you still calling him Uncle?
You're still calling him Colonel.
He's your father.
As far as I'm concerned, we're still uncle and niece. I will never forgive that womanizing piece of shit.
Meryl.
He, remarried.
Really?
His new wife's about my age. I hear she's even got a kid. It's as if he's given up on making up with his own daughter.
It's been too long. Rejoice! We're not copies of our father, after all.
You won't be a prisoner to fate. Then go. Fulfill your destiny.
Uncle Hal? The eggs? They're done.
Thank you, Sonny.
Snake!
So, back from the dead?
How long was I out?
A whole day.
Someone saved my life.
Yeah. It could have been Meryl and her boys.
She was there. Naomi was at Liquid side. Otacon, did you see her?
No, but you're right. Naomi was there. Right after it all happened, I got a video mail from Naomi. It was sent to my old address.
Snake, I'll make this quick. I'm in South America. I've been captured and forced to do research. It's Liquid. Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the Sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers. There's no time to waste. Snake, hurry!
Colonel, how deeply are they involved in all of this?
The Patriots, you mean?
The data we got from Arsenal Gear was a load of crap. 12 founders who have all been dead for 100 years. Give me a break. We know they exist today. If the purpose of this battlefield control system is to control IDs, it fits in with their plans perfectly.
Seizing control of the world's ID systems, and then using them to manipulate the economy and information flow. For the Patriots, that's the ultimate prize. You might say the Patriots are the embodiment of the war economy.
Everything that Solid has feared 5 years ago, it's all come to pass.
We meet again.
You've been following me.
You seem like an interesting guy, so I decided to check you out. Sit down. A lot of legends about you out there in the intel community, especially in the CIA. You know those nanomachines I injected you with back in the Middle East? They let me track your location.
I thought no one was supposed to be able to hack into the system. Are you with the Patriots?
No, sir. I ain't no lale-lule. I mean, I'm no patriot.
You can say Patriot. I guess that means you're clean, right?
The nanomachines I got in me are different from the military kind. No speech restrictions for me.
What the hell are these Patriots? Are they human?
Not anymore, they ain't. They're the law of this world, created over the course of history. They're what holds this world together, keeps this whole mess in check. The Patriots are America, the world's greatest military power. They are the war economy, which makes you and me just cogs in a much grander schematic. I mean, someone obviously had to start the whole thing at the beginning, but now their law has taken on a life of its own.
A life of its own?
Yep. The country, the war economy, it ain't run by people. It's run by the system. No need for high-level decision-making authority. It's all handled by a massive, yet simple information processing system. An AI. It works just like natural law. The world's a much simpler place than most folks realize.
Naomi.
Snake. I knew you'd come. You and I, neither of us can escape our fate. I haven't seen you since Shadow Moses. How long? 10 years?
9.
And Dr. Emmerich, is he with you?
Why?
I thought he'd be the only one able to open the mail I sent. Not many people could recognize 4D sound data in a Soliton radar file. How is the good doctor?
Otacon's fine. He's the same as ever.
Otacon? I see.
Who were you just talking to?
Liquid. Although I suppose he's really Ocelot, from a medical standpoint.
Naomi, what happened in the Middle East?
What you saw was the soldiers' emotions run amok.
Another product of the system.
You don't trust me?
I'm not sure yet.
And if I answer your question?
Let's hear it first.
Liquid. We thought the SOP was an ID control system designed primarily to maintain order and control in battle.
Huh.
And we were right. But only partially. SOP had another function. To control people's senses. Our test was a success. At least it confirmed our hypothesis at the time. Just as we predicted, the nanomachine stopped functioning, and the PMC soldiers were freed from the grips of the system. But the moment the system stopped, all the pain and fury and sorrow, all the trauma and stress, all the hatred, regret, guilt, all the sensations that had been suppressed were unleashed within their hearts.
So, does the aging have something to do with Fox die too?
No. Your telomeres were intentionally set up to be short, regardless of the age of the original. One of the genes that inhibit reproduction and aging, the Clotho gene, was intentionally mutated as well. But more importantly, your chromosomes, like Liquid's, were provided with Terminator genes to prevent them from making copies.
Why?
Your clones created for one purpose: war. And so, in order to prevent you from being abused by clients or stolen by the enemy, they shortened your lifespan and removed your ability to reproduce. It was a safety device to ensure that the seed of Big Boss didn't end up in the hands of others. The reason you're aging so rapidly isn't because of disease, faulty research, or Fox die. It's how you were born. It's your natural lifespan.
The truth, Naomi. How long do I have?
Half a year. But when I said half a year, I wasn't talking about your lifespan.
What do you mean?
We can't get rid of the Fox dye in your body completely. The receptors on the Fox dye inside your body are breaking down. I don't know what percentage of the receptors have to break down, or how many people will be targeted when that happens. But what is certain is that people will begin to catch Fox dye through airborne transmission. It'll start with those closest to you. Then, one by one, they'll lose their lives. The part of the virus that distinguishes between individuals will start to break down in about...
half a year.
No. 3 months at the most.
3 months?
Ironic, isn't it? You've spent your entire life saving the world from Metal Gear, from nuclear annihilation. And now, you're becoming a doomsday device yourself. I can't predict exactly how devastating the epidemic will be. Whether just 1% of the human race could unlock the broken receptors, or whether we all can. In either case, 3 months from now, you'll be a walking biological weapon. If it were up to me, you'd be quarantined already.
It's not over yet.
I know. You still have a job to do. Take a look at this. These came out of your body as well. It's a new strain of foxdie, one I've never seen. Someone must have put them in you recently. Do you have any idea who?
Him. What's in it?
I can't say for sure. I'll need to do some more tests. I've been a fool. I let myself drown in my nanomachines, and now I'm trapped by them.
You said yourself we mustn't allow ourselves to be chained to fate.
I can't slip free.
Then I'll free us both. Where's Liquid?
I can't tell you yet. Not until you free me.
Do you even know?
Liquid left here last night.
Where was he headed?
This place isn't safe! Come with us! This way!
Go on, get out of here.
Can you move?
Yes.
Snake. It's my turn to protect you.
Could you be the one to finally finish me?
To be immortal.
No, he's not immortal at all. It was my design that caused his body to be like that.
Huh? What do you mean?
The nanomachines in his body cause his wounds to close and heal at an accelerated rate. Someone took the basic nanomachine technology I once researched and perfected it. In a sense, I'm responsible for Vamp. It's one of my sins.
Does your body have the same nanomachines?
I brought a monster into this world. And I too am... Hold him down! He's losing too much blood.
Can you save him?
I don't know. He needs a blood transfusion. No, an infusion of artificial blood.
Snake, Ryan. Europe.
Go meet Big Mama.
The trick is to keep the lid on. Now, let it cook for 1 minute. You like cooking, don't you? Good for you.
This is my sunny side up fortune telling. When it turns out good, it means something good is gonna happen.
Oh. So that's why you don't cook them over easy. The secret to good cooking is to keep who's going to eat it in mind. Oh. Is this your mother?
Yes.
She's really beautiful. You're humming. It's from the periodic table, isn't it? Thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium. Americium.
Curium.
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 That's it. Curium. May I? There. See, Sonny? Us girls have to look our best.
Her name was Olga.
Hmm?
My mother.
I see. Ah, it's going to burn. Oh, hold on. And there. Done.
Thanks.
Of course. We did a great job. Dr. Emmerich, Liquid is in Eastern Europe. He's after the corpse of Big Boss.
Huh? What for?
It's the final key he needs to gain access to SOP. The keys to the system are Big Boss's genetic code and biometric data. Without them, there's no way to gain access.
What's the need for the original if a substitute works just as well?
Neither your genetic pattern nor Liquid's genetic pattern is a 100% match for Big Bosses.
What do you mean we don't match?
Both you and Liquid are as similar to Big Boss as you could possibly be, but you're still different.
Different?
Yes.
Hold on. I thought having his code wasn't enough. You need his biometric data at the same time, don't you?
That's right. And Big Boss is already dead.
No. He's alive.
Big Boss is alive.
His body is. Or rather, his cells.
That's impossible.
Big Boss survives as a biomort. A brain-dead shell sustained in the lab. If Liquid obtains the body, he'll be primed to make his final move.
Allowing him total control of the system.
Exactly. Unless we can stop him first.
Huh?
Who is this?
Oh, her? That's my sister.
Really? I never knew you had a sister. For a moment, I thought she might have been your girlfriend.
No, I don't have a... Emma was a brilliant programmer. She wrote the worm that destroyed the Arsenal Gear AI. Then... Vamp killed her.
I'm so sorry.
No, there's nothing for you to be sorry for. Or me. I used to be an anime otaku.
Oh. So that's where Otacon comes from?
I was always fascinated by sci-fi anime. That's what got me into this line of work. It's too bad reality wasn't so simple. I never even imagined that science, that my own research, could cause so much misery. I mean, It's not like us science holics or Satanists or anything. But even when we've got the best of intentions, we end up being used by others for evil.
Dr. Emmerich,
You see this? Sonny helped me build it.
Really? Sonny helped build this?
We built it using top-secret docs and patents dug up from intranets at a bunch of research labs. To tell you the truth, I think she's better at it than I am.
But she's just a child.
She cracked the protection on your mail.
Wow. I assumed it was you.
Sonny was taken by the Patriots right after she was born. She never even met her parents. She's spent her entire childhood inside the net.
That's why she has trouble speaking.
Her home is in the computer. She can only see the outside from the inside. She's always in there, searching for herself, searching for her family. She's trying to find out who she is and where she's going.
Searching for herself and her family.
She believes she can find the answers inside a machine hooked up to the world. She spends every day inside the net, exploring. For Sonny, this is home.
No, it shouldn't be like that.
What?
It's time you let her go outside.
What are you talking about?
She hasn't even been born yet. She's still in the womb. She needs to live a real life.
But Sonny's never shown any interest in leaving the Nomad. Frankly, I'm worried about letting her go out there.
I have a feeling she'll do just fine.
You really think she'll be okay going outside?
That's not what I meant. I think she's got a good handle on her science.
Sorry. Go on.
Huh?
You were about to say something.
Oh, right. Would you mind if I helped Sonny with her cooking?
Oh, of course not. Go ahead. But, about all we've got on board besides military rations are eggs.
No. Leave them off. It makes you look handsome.
You think so?
Dr. Emmerich?
Huh?
Is it okay to sleep in there?
Excuse me?
Well, Dr. Emmerich, I know it's easy to forget sometimes, but I am a woman. You understand. Sorry. I know it's selfish of me, but I'd like to be alone for a while.
Right. I understand. I'll show you in.
Thank you. Good night, Dr. Emmerich.
Yeah. If you get uncomfortable or anything, just let me know. I'll be out there working.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes?
Call me Hal. Good night.
Good night, Hal.
Very impressive, CQC, Snake. No doubt about it. He is the legendary soldier. Call me Mama. Big Mama.
I need to talk to you. Raiden sent me.
My, how you've grown, David. It was you, not I, who was created from the rib of man. But I gave you life. I am your mother.
What?
Les enfants terribles. You can't grow a human being in a test tube, not even a clone. You need a woman's body to give it life.
You mean a surrogate mother?
That's an awfully cold way to put it. I am your mother. I gave birth for the Patriots. The man who wants me dead is Liquid, your twin. He was once Ocelot, but Liquid has taken control of his soul. And now he's locked in a bitter struggle with Zero.
Zero?
The founder of the Patriots.
Founder? When did this happen?
40 years ago. Back in 1964, I was ordered to take part in a CIA op called Operation Snake Eater, which concerned a new weapon the Soviets were developing at the time. My mission was to support a certain agent. That agent later became Big Boss, but I knew him as Snake.
Snake?
Yes, Naked Snake. That was his code name at the time. A name he would give to you, his son. The commander of this mission was a man called Zero, the head of Special Forces Unit Fox. Back then, I was working as a double agent for the Chinese. My objective was to secure the location of the Philosopher's Legacy, a massive cache of hidden wealth, and report it to Beijing. I was to acquire a microfilm showing the location of secret funds, funds amassed by the Allied powers during World War II. But I failed in my mission and was expelled from China. I took the apple from the snake. and was cast out of Eden. After years on the run, I ended up in Hanoi. That's where I met him again. It was around then that Zero used the massive funds contained in the Philosopher's Legacy to start a new organization, the Patriots, which would carry out the final wishes of a certain legendary hero. The initial membership consisted of Big Boss, Sigint, Paramedic, and their commander, Zero. Oh, and there was one more who we mustn't forget. He stayed behind in the Soviet Union to support the group as an informant, Ocelot, who is now Liquid. After your father rescued me in Hanoi, I went to America and joined their organization. Zero's goal was to achieve a unity of thought and awareness. He believed that was what the boss wanted, and the rest of the Patriots followed his lead. As the times and currents of politics changed, so too did Zero. Eventually, he became a prisoner of his own lust for power, sparking friction between him and Big Boss, who resented playing the puppet. With Big Boss drifting away, Zero realized he would need insurance. Something that would perpetuate the existence of Big Boss, their organization's icon. And so Zero secretly embarked on a new project, Les Enfants Terribles. Its goal was to create a clone of Big Boss, the ultimate soldier. The project was led by Dr. Clark, known at the time as Paramedic. After dozens of failures, they finally, miraculously, succeeded in producing a fertilized egg. The egg used in the successful in vitro fertilization came from Dr. Clark's assistant, a healthy Japanese woman.
Blood from the east flows within your veins.
Give birth to Big Boss. To realize this, I asked to serve as the surrogate mother, and was more than happy to carry you in my womb. I loved him. 9 months later, I gave birth to 2 Big Bosses, you and Liquid. It didn't matter that you were clones, or that they had manipulated your DNA. You were born the same way as any other normal child, from your mother's womb. But Les Enfants Terribles proved to be the final straw for Zero and Big Boss. Determined to oppose Zero and his plans, Big Boss broke away from the Patriots. He left the States, created his own mercenary company, and drifted around the world. Big Boss, now a vegetable, became a prisoner of Zero even in death. For Zero, more than anyone else, your father was an irreplaceable icon. No, the truth is, for Zero, he was an irreplaceable friend. After Big Boss's betrayal, Zero could no longer believe in something so uncertain as life. He lost his belief in everything. Nations, organizations, individuals. Zero was no longer willing to place his organization in the hands of the next generation. Instead, he set up a network of AIs, a decision-making system formed from all the information he had accumulated. He built 4 AIs, GW, TJ, AL, and TR, as sort of a digital Mount Rushmore, and 1 core artificial intelligence to unite them, John Doe.
GW? The same GW we destroyed 5 years ago?
The same. Ever since GW was cut off, JD and the other 3 AIs have controlled all information on every aspect of global society. Economics, politics, law, morals, and culture. The war economy is no exception. In the shadow of the system and its complete control over the world, Big Boss isn't allowed to live or die. He's trapped for eternity in a brain-dead prison. To bind himself to his friend, to ensure his rule over the world, Zero transformed Big Boss into an icon, neither living nor dead.
Sounds almost like a religion.
Naturally, Ocelot and I plan to free him from Zero's prison. We enlisted Naomi Hunter, an authority in the field of nanomachine research, into our organization. And we used Frank Yeager to kill Dr. Clark. Ocelot tortured the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson. also known as Sigint, to death, and made it look like an accident.
The Shadow Moses incident.
With Paramedic and Sigint dead, Zero was the only one left. But we too paid a price. I lost Ocelot. Ocelot wasn't fighting for the Pentagon or the Russians, and certainly not for Zero. He was fighting for Big Boss. He idolized him.
Why did Zero keep him alive?
People need heroes. Zero wanted to create a messiah. A legend that would never die.
Liquid is after Big Boss's body. Is it here?
I'll take you to meet him. This is his pyx, his holy ark. His body is alive, but his consciousness is locked away by nanomachines. So technically speaking, he's not really brain dead.
Otacon.
Snake, it's Naomi.
What happened?
She's gone. She's not in the Nomad anymore.
When?
Less than an hour ago. She disappeared right after she and Sonny got back from Dr. Madnar's place.
Why weren't you watching her?
I didn't have my glasses on.
Scarabs. Unmanned scouts.
They've found us. We're moving out.
Snake, the PMCs are converging on your location. Damn it! They're sending in Gecko! They'll be on you in less than 5 minutes!
Are they ready?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll escape through the canal route using the real van. Get it ready. Hurry!
Yes, ma'am.
Snake, over here. We've got decoy vans set to draw some of our pursuers away. Hop on. Hold on to me. With so many wars being waged, oil and biofuel have become as precious as diamonds. It's been a while since I went out for a ride.
Are you sure about this?
I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or fall dead.
Big Mama.
Call me Eva.
Mama, come on. Stay with me. Eva, I need you.
Is that you? Snake. Mother's work is never done.
Big Mama!
Where's the van?
Over there.
Snake. I have to apologize. The 3 vans that came out with us are decoys. The real one is floating down the river, headed downstream. I managed to get in touch with the children. The Pix is safe. We're going to rendezvous on the riverbank, downstream. Land and air routes are cut off. But there's a cruiser waiting for us. The Volta River is our only chance of escape. Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Good thinking.
This way. Follow me. I don't need to feel the wind anymore. There's no need to keep lying to myself. I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or... Oh... Snake... Give me a hand.
Yeah.
The underground aqueduct leads to the river. There should be fewer of them down there.
Liquid. Not bad. Naomi told me everything. And now, thanks to her, I finally have it. The thing I've sought for so long. Big Boss. Even if you do get a hold of the system, you'll only have one part of the Patriots AI. The military part. Remember, GW? The AI they think they lost? It's mine. A part of my army. Impossible. We destroyed it. Your worm only managed to cut GW into little pieces. Pieces we were able to reconstruct. And then we stowed it away inside JD's network. This man's body has served me well, allowing me to pass every security barrier between me and GW. After all, the
Patriot system is nothing more than a machine. Now that GW is a spook inside the network, there's no way JD would recognize it as an external threat. Once I destroy JD with a nuclear strike, the Patriots network will be mine. And then, I'll build my haven, free from all forms of control. I'll cast aside my old identity and take my own name for the first time.
Liquid, you're planning to recreate the Patriots.
Snake, we were created by the Patriots. We're not men. We're shadows in the shape of men. We're freaks who never should have existed. We're a system. Insurance that future generations never prosper. The Patriots saw fit to create us, and in doing so became our only raison d'etre. I won't fight my fate any longer. I'll kill Zero and Big Boss and become a Patriot myself. It all began with Zero and Big Boss. Our purpose in life is to fulfill our destinies. And once all is returned to Zero, the world can be reborn.
Adam.
So long as we both live, the world will not know an age of light. If we're to pass the baton to the next generation, the only choice left to us is death.
Drop your weapons and stand down, now!
Liquid! Stop!
Fire!
The system is mine! Your guns and your weapons are no longer your own. Behold! Guns of the Patriots!
Oh!
Let them have it. We don't need it anymore.
Meryl, don't give up on me. Meryl, don't go. Meryl. Meryl! Meryl! It's not... I mean...
Thank you.
Okay, Meryl? Hey, if it's all right, call me Johnny.
You and the beasts are no different. Scorched shadows born to the world. When a beast steps into the light, unless the light is put out, the shadow cannot be erased. So long as there is light, there is shadow. To return everything to normal, the light must be extinguished. And when that happens, you will be too.
U.S. military systems are all in Liquid's hands now. The regional systems have all been shut down. Guns are falling silent across the Earth. It's the first total ceasefire in human history. Liquid's insurrection is about to begin. The first thing he'll do is try to destroy the system the Patriots built to control the U.S.
He's already taken the system.
No. Supreme authority still resides with JD, which the Patriots still command. Which is why Liquid plans to launch a nuclear strike on JD in its orbit.
But Liquid only controls SOP, and SOP only controls guns and small firearms.
That's it. He's going to use Rex.
What?
Rex was scrapped before the Sons of the Patriot system was implemented.
Of course. The railgun.
Campbell, where's Rex now?
I think you know. A long-forgotten base in U.S. territory outside the Patriots' control. The place where Liquid made his debut. His monument. Off the Alaskan coast, in the Fox Archipelago.
Shadow Moses Island.
You and I are both just pawns in this proxy war. But once this is over, we will have our freedom.
Run.
I'll release you. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Raiden, 5 years ago. That's not what I meant.
I've got nothing to lose.
Do you see this? I have no future. In a few months, I'm going to be a weapon of mass destruction. You have a family.
I have no family. Been alone. Always.
Dr. Emmerich?
Mei Ling.
I got the results back. It's official. He's on Shadow Moses Island. We lost Metal Gear Mark II's signal along the way, but the ship was headed in the direction of Shadow Moses.
Let's go. Shadow Moses awaits.
take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. But it was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
I finished rebooting security and released the locks. The door on the first floor ought to open for you now. Rex! Look! The railgun's been removed! Liquid doesn't need the whole Rex to launch his nuke. He only needs the railgun.
Damn it. Has it already been shipped?
Hang on, I'll check.
I'm afraid so. Unfortunately for you, the railgun is no longer here.
Naomi!
This place will be your grave, as my queen wishes. The suicide gecko are on their way. Soon, there'll be nothing left of this place.
We've been had. Otagon!
Snake, I think I might be able to get it working. I just need some time.
Hurry!
I'll leave the rest to you.
Naomi!
Excellent. You'll amuse me until they arrive. What have you done?
There. Now you're a mere mortal, like the rest of us.
Clever. But can you kill this mere mortal?
Look out! They're rigged to self-destruct!
3, 2.
Snake, sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You ready for this?
Sonny gave me the go-ahead.
How about it, undying man? Care to die too?
Sorry, but I can't die just yet.
Then kill me.
Snake, this one is mine. You keep those gecko at bay.
He was never immortal. His natural healing abilities were enhanced by the nanomachines inside his body. But, after so many battles, he's finally reached his limit.
Doctor, ease my pain.
Sonny asked me to tell you something.
What is it?
I cooked them right.
I see. Good for you, Sonny. You finally did it. No, I can't save you. You have to trust me, Dr. Emmerich. Give this to him.
Not for revenge, but to end his suffering.
Now you can return to your true self. You can be at peace. Yes. Forgive me.
This doesn't change anything. Why?
We can't erase the past, nor can we forgive it. And so the only thing we can do is end it. Snake, you have been given life so that you may fulfill your purpose. When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death. We are given life only so that we can atone for our sins. Your life was created for that very purpose. We all must atone for our own sins. We must not pass them on to the next generation. We must not leave them for the future. That is your true fate. One that even you cannot defy.
Naomi! What have you done?
Vamp and I, we are the same. We're living corpses. Our bodies kept barely alive by nanomachines.
Then you...
Cancer. I shouldn't even be alive right now. The nanomachines have kept it from progressing. But there's nothing more they can do. With the nanomachines gone, time will unfreeze and begin to flow again.
What are you saying? Goodbye.
Hell.
Don't!
Give my best to Sonny.
Naomi, don't do it!
Are you crying? For me?
Naomi, why?
You have such beautiful eyes. I'm sorry for everything.
Let's get moving.
Why does it always end this way?
Otacon! Come on! Pull yourself together!
Naomi!
You're coming!
Why? Snake, you're right. I haven't lost everything yet. I've still got a job to do.
That's right. We need you.
I'm done crying. I don't have any more tears to shed. We have to get out of here.
Any ideas?
Time's running short, so I'll explain as we go. Pay close attention.
I'm listening.
Promise me you'll carry on. Or will.
think again. Sorry, but that won't work this time. Behold! Liquid! Begins! But as for you, brother, you'll stay here to mark this island's watery grave. Die, snake! Sonny, forgive me.
Do you remember the day we met?
Yeah. It was in front of Federal Hall. There were all these tourists around you.
They were asking me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists.
The next thing we knew, the tourists had gone away. And a week later, I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence.
That night, we went up to the top of the Empire State Building.
It was so beautiful.
I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning.
Fire!
Its target is JD, a U.S. military satellite disguised as orbital debris. Oh. All right, everybody. Here's the plan. We know Haven will have to surface in order to fire the railgun. When it does, the Missouri will see it. We'll make a quick approach and deliver a strike team.
Where are you getting all this information? You really think there's a way to destroy GW?
Yes, I do. She left us something that'll point us in the right direction.
Naomi helped with the preparations to stop Haven's launch.
Naomi?
All of our internal data on Haven came from her. The reason she got on the Nomad with us in the first place was to get close to me. But she ended up turning to Sonny instead.
What do you mean?
She left her plan in Sonny's hands.
This entire operation is based on the data she left us.
Whose side was she on, anyway?
We'll never know exactly what her true intentions were. But one thing's for sure. She was determined to stop Liquid.
So this program, you're saying Sonny wrote it?
Actually, only about a third of it is her work. Naomi was working on a program to destroy GW, but she couldn't quite finish it, so she handed it over to Sonny. Sonny went fishing in my library to see if there was any source code she could use to complete it. Eventually, she found some. It was Emma's worm cluster. She took my sister's code and worked it into Naomi's program. I didn't have time to look over every single line of code. But what I did see reminded me of Emma. It was like she left traces of herself behind in the structure. But this worm cluster that Sonny created, it's even better than Emma's. Sonny's worm destroys the AI's intellect by triggering apoptosis in the cells. Once uploaded into GW, it should do some real damage. Snake, you ever think about quitting?
Why? It's not like I've got my health to worry about.
Are you trying to kill yourself? So, you're dead set on going to Haven yourself. Why don't we get somebody else to go? There's no need for you to do it.
I still have things left to do. Besides smoke. you jump off the ship with me?
I don't think so. I've still got things to do myself. And I don't even smoke. He'll live, but he's in no shape to fight. Best to let him rest.
Right.
Without the system to protect them, everybody's losing their nerve. They say SOP's after effects are so bad that a lot of soldiers are deserting.
The only people I have left to rely on are Meryl and him.
Kind of an unknown quantity, isn't he?
Snake, can you hear me? Liquid's warship, Outer Haven, is a modified version of an Arsenal gear model stolen from the Patriots. If Liquid succeeds in destroying JD and gaining control of the Patriots system, he'll make Haven his flagship, and his PMCs will spread like wildfire across the globe. And then, mankind's armed subjugation will begin.
Captain, Haven sighted.
Prepare to fire, main gun!
Meryl, can you hear me? It's time. Time to do your duty. Remember, no matter what happens, I'll be with you till the very end. You are my pride and joy.
Railgun is exposed.
There it is. A naked nuke.
Let's finish it, Snake. Let this be our last battle. If we're responsible for Liquid's sins, then the onus is ours to bear.
Right.
Enemy moving to intercept!
Maintain full speed!
Failure will spell doom for the human race. You've got to stop them from using that railgun. Then annihilate GW.
home without me. This time, I'll protect you. Go. Destroy DW while there's still time. While I'm still alive.
Meryl.
Snake, the corridor ahead is full of microwaves.
Yeah. No way I'm getting through there uncooked. I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
This time, I've got your back. We'll meet again on the other side. Go! Hurry! Go!
It's over.
They did it! Johnny!
Wait a minute. The worm is still spreading. And it's not
stopping at GW. Is it removing the other clones? No. Wait. I don't believe this. Naomi.
Otacon, what is it?
JD is
being erased.
Snake. Hal. It's you, isn't it? I hope you're listening. The virus you uploaded is using GW as a conduit to annihilate the entire AI network. It's set to destroy all 4 AIs, along with JD, the core that tied them all together. I've set this video to play back once they're all gone. Sons of the Patriots was only the beginning. The Patriots were planning to use nanomachines to implement the system over the entire population. I had an obligation to stop it. With a little help from Sunny. She helped me. She believed her talents could help you all put GW to rest. What she created was an anti-AI Fox dye. But this virus's name is Fox Alive. It's the conceptual opposite of the nanomachines that I created all those years ago. We wish to free the captured foxes, to let them run free in the wild. By the time you hear this, I'm afraid I'll be gone. It's a strange feeling, leaving a message to be delivered after you've died. Hal, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Sorry I deceived you. It hurt me more than anything else, lying to you like that. I wanted to apologize to you before, but I never got the chance.
Me.
And yet, in the end, you helped me feel the joy of living. Thank you, Hal. Thank you. Hear me. Our country is an innocent child once more. A new dawn is rising. Now, she can build a new destiny for herself. Snake, the time has come. You've earned your rest. The rose petal is about to fall.
Snake? Snake! Snake!
Rise and shine, Snake. Look, the war is over.
Why? You could have stopped us. I stopped you.
Why would I want to do that? This is just as I'd hoped things would end. Free from Fox Die. Free from the system. Free from ID control. Our minds free from their prisons. The war is over. But we still have a score to settle. Snake. America will descend into chaos. It'll be the Wild West all over again. No law, no order. Fire will spread across the world. The people will fight. And through battle, they will know the fullness of life. At last, our Father's will is out of heaven, is complete. Somewhere out there, I know he's laughing. We are beasts created by man. Unless the light is put out, the shadows cannot be erased. So long as there is light, erasing shadows will do no good. I am Liquid's doppelganger, and you are his. Just like your father. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good. Pretty good.
Sonny's program destroyed JD's brain, but left the brainstem intact. She analyzed Naomi's black box and separated the Patriots' control system from the vital lifelines of society. Water, air, electricity, food, medicine, communication, transportation. She cut off the Patriots' control while preserving modern civilization. Maybe it was her way of avenging Olga, her mother. Or maybe she wanted to shape the future into her own ideal image. Or maybe it was just one big defragmentation. Fox alive. The AI is truly a living thing. The Patriots' reign has crumbled away. And still, our civilization, a civilization that has thrived on war since the dawn of time, lives on. I wonder if we did the right thing. Naomi. What did we lose? What did we save?
You look amazing.
Congratulations.
Colonel. You're going to walk me down the aisle.
You're not angry anymore.
Oh, I'm still mad. But now, you've got a chance to win me over.
You're right. We have plenty of time now. Meryl, you look beautiful.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join these two in holy matrimony. Let us give thanks for the life they will soon share, and pray they have love everlasting. Now, let's all send this new team on their first mission.
Huh?
Hey. Huh? Go on. Do it.
Oh.
Just in time.
Drebin.
And I brought gifts. A shower of flowers, compliments of Drebin. And a little something extra from me.
Who knows? That guy always keeps you waiting.
Sonny, come on!
Snake. Thank you.
Jack, how are you feeling? Do you mind if I sit down? Look. Look at the boy.
Cute. Campbell's kid.
No. He's yours.
I don't have any kids.
He's your son.
You said miscarriage.
I lied. I had a healthy baby boy. Roy pretended to be my husband, to protect me and our son. Only until you completed your mission, to shield us from Patriot eyes.
What?
He didn't even tell Meryl. He sacrificed everything, even his family, to protect us.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry, Jack. I wanted to tell you.
Rose. I'm done running.
No longer afraid.
I'll never leave you alone again.
War has changed. Our time has ended. Our war is over. But there's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure. Erase my genes. Wipe this meme from the face of the earth. This is my final mission.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security.
Huh?
The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep. You're staring at a former child soldier. My parents, brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you'd call a war orphan. After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world. How do you suppose I laundered guns like I did? 'Cause they let me. In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Huh? Merrill and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but... Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
Patriot.
Played like a violin.
But why?
Obviously, Liquid's plot was a threat to the Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of it.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebins. All the Drebins in the world are in on it. From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money. Now, only question is, who's gonna pick up the tab? I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform laws, but it ain't gonna be good enough. They all sunk up to their eyeballs in the war economy. Might not be a new world order, but the old order under the war economy is gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever. What with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development of this organization rests the only true alternative to war. Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Huh?
He's kinda a new friend. He lives near here. We can't understand each other's language, but we're having fun. He's my very first outside friend.
Really? That's great. Sonny, it's okay if you want to live outside now. It's your life. There are other havens out there.
The sun looks so pretty.
Sonny.
I like it outside. Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake. Is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
We're not going with him?
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Snake had a hard life. He needs some time to rest.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No. I'm not crying.
a long time, Snake. Let it go, my son. I'm not here to fight. Or should I call you brother? What? It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live. It all began with a bunch of old fools. Now, they've all passed away. Their era of folly is over. I'm the only one left, and soon I'll be gone too. How can you still be alive? That body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone. Solidus. He was a perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely, not only my physical body, but my will too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life, and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them, for Naomi, nothing was more important. And it was for that that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own.
He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another. Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else. Cats do love to play as snakes. It all started with him. Zero. Zero grew old, and by the end his Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form.
What do you mean, without shape or form?
The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself. War. The norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy. Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own. Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states. Powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that came before it, this age gave birth to a twisted economic revolution, a battlefield revolution. It created a new world without substance. In this new world, there were no ideologies, no principles, no ideals, not even the thing she treasured most, loyalty. There was only the war economy. It was a colossal error in judgment, one Zero couldn't possibly have foreseen. With the American system in a state of collapse, the Patriot society has reverted to a blank slate. This man was the source of it all. And he doesn't even realize it. He's completely unaware of the fact that he led the world to the brink of ruin. Even with so much bad blood between us, it's funny. Now that I'm actually face to face with him again, the hatred is gone. All I feel is a deep sense of longing and pity. Even the mighty Patriots began with a single man. That one man's desires grew huge, bloated, absorbed technology, began to manipulate the economy. We realized too late that we had created a beast. We had helped turn 0 into 100. His sin was ours. And for that reason, I'm taking it upon myself to send 0 back to nothing.
You going back to 0 as well?
You erased me 2 times before. Today will mark the 3rd. The fox die 0 planted in you. It's already begun eating away at my body. Truth is, the fox die in you is what killed Eva and Ocelot.
What are you talking about?
Naomi. She told me everything. There's one more thing Naomi wanted me to tell you. About the old fox die in your body. The one that mutated. The new fox die inside you continues to multiply. At the same time, it is preventing the old mutated fox die from reproducing. The new fox die is uprooting the old. Naomi confirmed it in her follow-up. The mutants are receding. Before long, they'll be gone entirely.
Does that mean the mutant strain won't cause an epidemic?
It will only live as long as you do.
Am I going to die?
Everyone dies. You can't stop it. You can't run away from it. Let me tell you something. Don't waste the life you have left fighting. I never thought of you as a son. But I've always respected you as a soldier and as a man. If you'd been in my place back then, maybe you wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I did. Ever since the day I killed the boss, my own hands. I was already dead. Boss, you were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others and believing in your own. Isn't that what you fought for? At last, I understand the meaning behind what you did. At last, I understand the truth behind your courage. It's almost time for me to go. And with me, the last ember of this fruitless war dies out. And at last, those old evils will be gone. Once the source of evil returns to zero, a new one, a new future will be born. That new world is yours to live in, not as a snake, but as a man. Know this. Zero and I, Liquid and Solidus, we all fought a long, bloody war for our liberty. We fought to free ourselves from nations and systems and norms and ages. But no matter how hard we tried, the only liberty we found was on the inside, trapped within those limits. The boss and I may have chosen different paths, but in the end, we were both trapped inside the same cage. Liberty. But you have been given freedom. Freedom to be outside. You are nobody's tool now. No one's toy. You are no longer a prisoner of fate. You are no longer a seed of war. Oh, it's time for you to see the outside world with your own eyes. Your body and your soul are your own. Forget about us. Live for yourself. And find a new lease on life. Boss, you only need one snake. No. The world would be better off without snakes. This is good, isn't it?
Snake, wait up! You forgot these.
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake!
These things will kill you.
Where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacron, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation. No genes, no memes. You're man-made. You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast. A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness?
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Otacron.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?